But alrighty, so Ole Miss head coach Lane Kiffin went on the Theo Vaughn podcast last Tuesday, although it's probably filmed before that. So it's like Theo's like bringing on the garbage man. He's bringing on a mall cop. He's bringing on Adam Devine. He's bringing on Roseanne. He's bringing on Joe Rogan. He's bringing on a president, a senator. He's bringing on all kinds of people. But now he's bringing on a college football head coach in Lane Kiffin. And they talk about all kinds of things. They talked about Brian Kelly looking like he was grinding on a picture, or like the little recruiting video where he's doing that weird little dance. They talked about the SEC rivalries. But most importantly, they talked about Nick Saban, his relationship with him, and whether we're going to see him come back to coaching. And he said, I'm not sure he won't come back. He's so wired all day long to do something for his entire life. He's not going to sit around and be a grandpa. That's not him. I wouldn't be surprised if he came back in the NFL as a head coach because he's so good at it and it's in him. I'm not sure he won't come back. Coach, what do you think about this? Like, you think College Game Day is for good for Coach Saban? I kind of feel like it is, but what do you think, Coach? And chat, feel free to comment on your take.
Well, the one thing that I understand what Coach Kiffin is saying. I truly understand, and he understands. I mean, as a coach, you got that fire, you got that. You just want to win. You want to be in the action. You want to. There's a drive there, but there also comes at this point, I would say Miss Terry would come into play and say, look, Nick, I've been with you for umpteen decades, years. I don't want to be going to every Friday traveling or Sunday or Saturday traveling. It's time. We've done it. You've done it. It's all good. So I'm going to say he's probably right. I'm sure Coach Saban himself wants to jump back in it. I'll teach these guys how to do it. I get it. That's the nature of a coach. But at the same token, I think Miss Terry's got a little more
leeway.
Been there, done that many times. Hey, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But she is going to get tired of him being at home all the time at some point.
Well, he's not. He's always doing something. I see him on the podcasts, interviews, and stuff like that, commercials. And I just don't.
Theo needs to bring on Nick Saban. Like that's got to happen. I mean, like that would be an awesome show right there. Like Theo Vaughn bringing on Nick Saban, and then and like next time we see Theo go on the Joe Rogan Experience, he'll be like, "Oh well, Joe, you should bring on Nick Saban. I mean, I know you're not a college football fan, but still, I mean that'd be a great show." Be like, oh man, you're Coach Saban. Oh man, Jamie, can you pull that up?
I'm gonna tell you, I don't see Terry Saban. I think she's done with it.
Oh yeah, like that.
Done it. Been there, done that. You've proven everything you need to prove. There's nothing left to prove. And then there comes a point too that all it takes. I mean, Coach Bryant hit him. All it takes is one rough season.
Mm-hmm.
One rough season, and everybody, he's too old.
Throw you out.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why they call it the not for long league for a reason.
Yeah,
it's just like you don't want to be in there. Like on the one hand, you get more money, and you don't have to make decisions on the disciplining players. That's what the general manager is for. But then on the other hand, you're micromanaged.
Yeah, and Saban, and I mean, we've all listened to him for years and years and years, and he's about affecting players. He's about changing dynamics and getting the most out of players. When you get in the NFL, I mean, you find these guys all they're making all this money. They don't give a crap, And I mean, what pleasure is it's a business. Even as a coach, you go, I'm doing my job. This guy's not doing his job. And so you can't. Coach Saban was one that wanted to affect individuals and bring something out of them. And that's a great coach. I hope I was that type of coach. I wanted to bring something out of the players that I coached that they didn't realize that was in them. And you're not going to do that in pros. They don't care. It's just a paycheck. Crap, screw you. Chew me out. Screw you. I'll go somewhere else, this place, and blah, blah, blah. It's all just show up, do your job. And there's not a lot of affecting individuals.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's just not, but
there's some coaches that are teachers. Okay, Nick Saban was a teacher. I think Coach Bryant was a teacher. I'm a teacher. I know I go in the classroom and I try to teach. This is the way. Try think that. And then, but in the NFL, some coaches, they're not teachers. They're just like, we're paying you this damn amount of money, or you do this. They're not teaching you anything about being a better person, being a better man, being a better father, being, that kind of stuff. And that's where, Coach Saban, Coach Bryant, they were those. Remember that old thing? I don't know if you ever seen an old clip, and Coach Bryant used to always say, first thing he told his players to call your mama.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. I don't know if that makes sense. Today's world.
Makes perfect sense.
Crazy.
But
I got news for you. Coach Kiffin, Saban's done. I don't think Terry, even if he has I don't think Terry's going to let it happen.
No, she's not.
Miss Terry.
Oh yeah, it's like no, that's just not happening. No. So it was like but I mean the only places I'm wondering where we'll see Nick Saban on is whether he'll ever be on the Joe Rogan Experience. That's it. Like giving Joe some wisdom.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
I mean,
that's going to happen.